Why do I want to remember this? Why do I want to learn this? Why do I want to achieve that goal? Because reasons reap results. I like when people put themselves through a challenge, because I think through challenge comes a level of change. When people are struggling, and we all have adversity in life, but I think that when we grow through it, that difficult times could define us. They could maybe diminish us, but also they could develop us. Learning, or especially meta learning how to learn, it's like the grandfather or the grandmother of personal growth, or high performance, or self-help, if you will, because without learning, nothing changes. And so I think that one of the common themes is they have a high standard for things. They have a vision, and I always talk about 3 H's: head, heart, hands. That you could visualize things with your head, and set goals and outcomes and KPIs or affirmations. But if you're not acting with your hands, something is missing. And I think the second H, the heart, and having the motivation or drive, the emotion to be able to achieve those things. We really grow the most and live the most when we're playing and practicing at the edge of our limits. That commonality is common with high performers, or elite mental performers, or athletes, or actors, or traders, or educators, or philanthropists. They're at that level. And I find that spending time with high achievers, they have a high drive. All the big evolutions and advancements and innovations come from people outside the industry. Because it usually takes somebody, whether it's fashion or technology or automotive, the car industry, it takes someone like an Elon to look from the outside, to look in, saying, hey, if we were to start completely over right now, zero-based thinking, what would cars look like today? Self-awareness is a superpower, like knowing yourself. For me to feel totally fulfilled, and if people want to be successful, be happy, I think it comes down to 2 things. I think it comes down to having the curiosity to want to know yourself, like really go deep about who are you, what are your beliefs, and what do you really value, what do you stand for, what do you stand against, all these different things, your capabilities, your habits, your routines. So having that self-awareness, the curiosity to know yourself. But once you know yourself, I think a lot of people might know themselves, but you also need the courage to be yourself too. Like once you know yourself, you need to be able to have that courage, that boldness to really live it. Because I really do believe we're talking about learning from other people. I can learn, I was just teaching a bunch of children, 6-year-olds, right? And I love working with children. They were from like 30 different countries, from different economic backgrounds and everything. And I was saying that I can learn from all of them. Because, it's asking these questions. They have this sense of wonder. They have this sense of play, if you will. Because I believe ultimately the life we live are the lessons we teach. The life we live are the lessons we teach to other people. And it's not about what we say. So many people just say, they can say things all the time, but if they're not doing those things, I feel like we don't really understand it. And I think really when it comes down to it, a life well lived is not just the words, because words, it's better well done than well said. We value other people's opinions so much and their expectations so much, and we don't really know ourselves. And even if we are getting glimpses of it, it's hard in this world to be ourselves. You could really go broke buying into other people's opinions, and their expectations. And so coming back to this, when we're talking about human memory and learning, I just feel like we're here to grow, and we're here to give. And that's when we feel the most empowered. So it's like knowing who we are, and then being who we are.